Today I'm going to be testing out EUGENE Sandow's workout. EUGENE Sandow is widely known as the original bodybuilder. He was born in the 1800s in the German state on the Baltic Sea, and he was a circus performer. As you can see, EUGENE Sandow was clearly doing something right. He has an amazing physique. It's reported that he actually went around and measured the Greek and Roman statues' proportions to see what their biceps, quads, and try to replicate that in his own body. So let's see if we can take some of those training secrets that he was getting right and see if there's anything worth keeping in the modern age of bodybuilding. So the majority of the movements that EUGENE Sandow used are not really used today, or they're definitely not recognizable in the gym. But I've picked 7 of my favorite exercises that it's documented that he used, and I'm going to be testing them out, trying to learn them as I go. First in the circuit, I'm going to try the horizontal bicep curl. So I've got some 6 kilo dumbbells. We're going to come up horizontally and we're going to alternate curls in. I'm going to do 10 per side, trying to squeeze the bicep. There's some old images of him doing this one at a time, so I'm going to copy that. Oh, I'm not sure I'd call it a bicep exercise right now. Definitely feeling it more in the shoulders and maybe in the bicep tendons. Ooh, let's try and flex in the middle, try and get some bicep working. Obviously, this is usually done with some cables. Oh, but let's give this a chance today. Ooh, let's go. 1 more per side. Oh, that's about 10. Oh. All right, let's go straight into the next one. So we're gonna do something called a lunge punch. So if I remember rightly, he holds this horizontally. I think this is one that I've only seen him doing. We're gonna lunge forwards and punch, bringing it back in. I think that was a bit light. Let's go a bit heavier for this one. I'm gonna grab some 8 kilos. Let's have a go with this. So we're gonna go for 10 reps per side of this. So we're gonna lunge, punch through, back in. I realize I'm not doing a full depth lunge, but this is what the demonstrations of him doing it look like. Oh, this is definitely harder. Maybe I've gone too hard. I'm not sure that does a lot for the legs, but for the shoulder and bicep, maybe that's a good one. Full sit-up next. So we're gonna need a barbell. Let's grab one of these. I'll put some plates on. This is just used to keep his legs in place. So I'm just using that as a little bit of help. I think definitely need some lighter dumbbells for this one. And we're gonna put the toes underneath just for a little bit of support. And he comes up and reaches forwards. Oh, let's go for 15 of these. Ooh, not a bad one. Let's go next onto the bent press. So I've set up a little bent press gauntlet here. I've got 15 kilos, 20, 25, and 30 on the end. I have got a reserve 35 kilo dumbbell if needed, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get that far. Okay, I'm gonna start off with my strongest side. So you need to clean the dumbbell up. He holds it like this. I see that they lock their elbow, kind of resting it onto the side down there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna lean sideways and press, standing up, and then bring it down. Let's see if we can do the other side. So clean it up, lean sideways, press, and stand through. All right, that was easy. Let's go straight, let's skip one. Let's go straight to this 25, give myself a challenge. So we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna lean sideways, press, whoa, and then standing through. All right, that wasn't too bad, apart from the wobble. Let's see if I can make sure I can do both sides. Yeah. All right, I'm pretty confident I can do this. Let's clean it. Oh, definitely a jump. You know, I quite like that. If that was an Olympic lift, I think I'd rather do that than a barbell snatch. You know, on the side, there's exposing some weaknesses on the left side. All right, let's get the big one out. All right, 35 kilos. All right, I'm gonna lean. All right, there's the right arm done. I think the proper technique is not to press it too much and to focus on the lean. So let's see if we can get this. And down. I don't know if you heard that, but my back went click. It was all right. I think it was just in the rotation. I'm feeling good. But I think let's call it a day on that for now. Next up, we're gonna go for a bent arm forearm extension. I'm fairly sure that's not what he would have called it, but there's some images of him doing this. So he brings it up to 90 degrees and then just goes for a classic forearm extension, hovering in this angle. One common theme I'm seeing from these, there's definitely a lot of biceps involved, even if the biceps working isometrically, as in just holding position. The biceps seem to be involved in a lot of these. I'm gonna go one more. That's surprisingly difficult. I thought I was gonna be using an easy weight there. I think I only got about 12 reps out. All right, next up, we're gonna go for a horizontal hold. I like the look of this one. It looks very gymnastic style exercise. So I've got some 6 kilo dumbbells. I'm gonna try that horizontal hold. Now I've actually seen this still done or something similar with gymnasts training to do a Maltese hold. I think it's called a Maltese hold. I'll pop that up on the screen now. So let's see how long I can hold out with these. So we're gonna draw up. And then I reckon I've definitely got 30 seconds. Oh, you feel that right down the biceps. If you notice, EUGENE Sandow actually has amazing biceps. He has basically like no chest development, but his biceps are absolutely ripped. And maybe these straight arm exercises are the secret to big biceps. So the final exercise in the circuit, I'm gonna grab some 5 kilo dumbbells and we're gonna do something called a butterfly chest expansion. So we're gonna come up like this, coming out and back in. Now maybe back in the day they thought this was a chest exercise, but as I've said many times with these exercises, this just feels like a bicep exercise again. Definitely the chest is stretching slightly, but I wouldn't say my chest is getting much work here. All right, I've got 4 more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, it just feels similar to that horizontal hold. So there's 1 round complete. We've got 2 more rounds to do to finish this workout, so let's get them done. So what can we take away from EUGENE Sandow's workout? Well, personally, I'd say that I might incorporate more straight arm training into my own routine. I think that might be one of the secrets to that bicep development, stealing a little bit of the gymnast training in there as well. Some of it is sadly definitely outdated in my opinion, and there's much better chest exercises out there especially, but EUGENE Sandow's physique is definitely inspiring, being from a time before the performance enhancements that you'll see today. It's really hard to know what physique is attainable in today's culture, and as a natural athlete myself, it's really inspiring to see these old school bodybuilders achieve such amazing physiques. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. Let me know in the comments below, would you like to see more of this type of video, and what old school bodybuilders inspired you?